Hi everybody, welcome back. Today is the countdown to Yulemas. Today is day 12, so we're getting there. And today I wanted to show you guys how to make some pretty easy herb art. What I did is I just picked up a frame. This I got at the dollar store for Dollar Tree, I should say. And I just got a small 5x7 frame. You can get any size you want, you can get any frame you want, whatever you want. You have whatever space you have for, and depending on how much herbs you want to use. This one I like because it has a border to it, but you don't have to use a border. You don't have to get one with a border. It just happens to be the one that I choose. So basically what I'm just going to do is I'm going to take off the back of this. Ouch. Okay. And I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to use what's in here, but I'm going to turn it around. Okay, so it doesn't really matter because no one's going to see this. They're only going to see what the artwork is. Okay, so but I'm holding on to this, and this is what I drew. You can see, because I really like foxes. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's just a cute little fox in the snow. Just really something really cute like that, because I really like foxes, and the fox happens to be one of my spirit animals. Now if you can't draw I mean, this is a really basic drawing, but you could do anything you want. You could draw anything you want, anything that you know, is like a winter solstice, Yule, wintry, Christmassy, Yule, whatever that means to you. And you can also cut out a picture like from a coloring book, or you could, if you have a printer and you want to, and you can find something like a little drawing on online, you could print it out, whatever you want to use. And this will be my template. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to have that, you guys can see, I'm going to have this right on top of here. First I'm going to move my frame aside. Careful with the glass. And usually what I do is I will go ahead and close this back up so the glass doesn't accidentally fall out. Okay, I'll put that aside for now. And if you want to, you can glue these two together. That'll just give it like a little extra support. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead. I know what colors I want to use. It's going to be very simple. I took some cardstock and I cut out the blue for the background for the sky. I cut that out of cardstock. And then I just collected my herbs. For the snow, I'm going to use some sea salt. For my fox, I'm going to use some ground cinnamon. For the bark of the tree, I think I'm going to use, I have a lot of this oregano, so I think I'm going to use oregano for that. And then maybe for his legs, I'll use some lavender. And so basically what I'm going to do, you can do this any way you want to apply it with glue. I don't have any glue. I have tacky glue, but I think it might be too thick. You can really use anything. I mean, you can even use paint, and that's what I've decided to use. I'm going to use paint. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with, I believe I'm going to do the snow first, because since it's in the background, I like to try to do just like when I paint, I try to do the background, whatever the background is first. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start by just painting. You can use paint. I'm going to have a little bowl, so I'm putting some salt into the bowl. Okay, so I'll be using that as I sprinkle it on. So you can use, like I said, you can use glue if you'd rather use glue, but I'm just going to use some paint. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint. Okay, and then I'm going to sprinkle on before the paint dries. I'm going to sprinkle on the salt. Okay, and I have a piece of paper underneath to catch. So I try not to make too much of a mess. Okay, and that'll catch so that you can see. I don't know if you guys can see that. Okay, gives it like a little 3D look to it. And then anything that I catch, I can just always dump that back in to reuse. Okay, so once again, I'm going to paint, continue painting. So here is my snow so far. It's looking pretty cool. Now I think I'm going to do the bark of the tree. So for that, I'm going to go ahead and put my salt back in. You know what, I'm going to do this. This is a really quick way of putting something back in. I'm just going to take this, put it in here, close this up, and then pour it back inside very carefully. Cool. Okay. So I'll close that up and I'll go into my next herb, which will be the oregano. Get a nice little barky look to it. So the same thing, I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to paint tree. See, this is how it's looking so far. Okay. And now I'm going to continue on, and I'm going to paint the stump and the branch, and I'll probably use a smaller brush. You guys can see how it's kind of looking. Whoop. Okay. And you just keep doing it until you get it to the way you like it. You can also do this by doing bark off a tree, whatever you want to use, you know, it's your artwork. Okay. And I made a little bit of a mess, but that's okay. That's all part of being an artist, is making messes. But waste not, whatnot. Okay. Okay. So now that is done. Now I'm going to move on to the white. So let's go ahead and put this herb back, since I won't need this herb anymore. I don't need the oregano right now. Let's set that aside. Now with the fox, I'm going to take the cinnamon. Now you can also use cinnamon, you can use ground cloves, whatever you want to use, but I like the cinnamon because it has a nice little brownie look to it. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get some salt for the white parts. So let's go ahead and do the white part first. See right here. Okay. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of the white to the ears. So yeah, I would probably definitely recommend you doing anything you're gonna do with the cinnamon, do it first. Okay. So I'm just going back over and fixing any parts. And next, let's get the lavender. Okay. Alright. Now I'm going, as you can probably see, this is what my finished fox looks like. I think he looks pretty cute. I do say so myself. I just gotta go back over and fix his ears, which I just add a little bit more paint. And just add a little bit more salt. There you go. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just add a couple little things for like snowflakes. His eyes. So this is kind of like, you can see right here, here's our little herb fox in the snow. Okay, I am back and I tied up my mess a little bit. I cleaned my brushes and I went ahead and got some of the black paint and I just gave you guys can see, I gave him his little eyes and I darkened his nose a little bit with the black paint, just so that they stand out. And now I'm going to put it in the frame. I think it came out really cute, if I do say so myself. And there you go. There is your herb artwork, and you can frame it and put it on the wall.